Hello everybody, welcome to Lyrics and Lunch again. Well, can you believe it? Oh, we've gone from summer to autumn. September, I can't believe it. I'll have to start learning the Christmas song soon. Bob, don't say it. Okay, well, I hope you're all okay and feeling well today. Sitting comfortably on your settees for another Lyrics and Lunch. Now then, the graphics have probably given it away again, but this week's theme is boys' names. Yeah, so we'll get on to that in a minute, but first of all we'll do our little welcome song. So we'll sing Here We Are Together to have a good sing. And then remember, point at me with you and me and everyone who's watching. Okay, are you ready? Here we are together, together. Here we are together to have a good sing with you and me and everyone who's watching. Here we are together to have a good sing. Oh, that's nice. Well done. Right, so yes, boys' names. We're going to start with one from this song, 1965. Okay, and I'll tell you the title with the name in it, the boy's name in it. The boy's name is Henry. Yeah. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Oh, do you remember that one? Do you remember who sang it? Herman's Hermits. That's right. Well done. 1 point if you got that. Okay then. Henry the Eighth, I am. It's a bit. You have to. It's sort of a London sort of Cockney accent a little bit, don't you? So Henry. It's more Henry rather than Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. I am. Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. Henry, she wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No, Sam, I'm her 8th old man named Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. Henry, she wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No, Sam, I'm her 8th old man named Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. Instrumental. Next door, she's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. Henry, she wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No, Sam, I'm her 8th old man named Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am. How about that? Did you sing along? Did you remember it? Well done. So that was our first boy's name, Henry. So we've got 2 or 3 fun songs actually this week with boys' names in, but the next one's a more serious one, and that is the Beatles again. We're returning to the Beatles. Can you think of boys' names in Beatles songs? I wasn't sure actually whether this was referring to a boy or a girl, but it is a boy. Jude. Hey Jude, 1968, the Beatles. Okay, here we go. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime making his world a little colder. Na 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 na. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone to perform with. And don't you know that it's just you? Hey Jude, you do. The movement you need is on your shoulder. Na 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 na. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better, 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 yeah. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. Na 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 na. Hey Jude, Judy, 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 Judy. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. How'd you get on? Did you join in with that one a little bit? I hope so. Thank you. Right, do we have guests this week? Yes, of course we do. Now, our first guest we met for the first time last week, my friend Ian, singing Little Sick of Blackpool Rock last week, where he's got another great George Formby song again for us this week. Well, obviously it's going to be a boy's name, but I'm not going to tell you that. I'll let him introduce it himself. So, everybody, please welcome Ian.
Hello, Bob. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. Thank you for having me back. I hope you enjoyed my little rendition last time of George Formby's song, A Little Stick of Blackpool Rock. It's a really, really nice song. As Bob said, I'm in the George Formby Society, so I do like a little bit of George Formby songs. And as you know, I play the ukulele. Mine's slightly different than Bob's. Bob will play a ukulele like that, so a wooden ukulele, okay, which incidentally George Formby started on a wooden ukulele, and then he went on to one of these, which is a cross between a banjo and a ukulele. So it can be called a banjolele, or a ukulele banjo, or a banjo ukulele, just to make it confusing. But basically it plays the same as ukulele, but a little bit louder. Okay, so today, what are we going to sing for you? Well, I think today's sort of theme is boys' names. Now, George was a little bit of a one for the ladies, so he didn't really sing many songs about boys. But he did sing quite a few songs about a chap called Mr. Wu. Okay, now Mr. Wu worked in a laundry, so he was a laundryman. And George wrote quite a few songs about Mr. Wu in various roles. So Mr. Wu was an air raid warden. There's a song called The Husband of the Wife of Mr. Wu. But the one I'm going to do for you today is called Mr. Wu's A Window Cleaner Now. Okay, because as you know, George Formby did quite a famous song, When I'm Cleaning Windows. Okay, so this is Mr. Wu's A Window Cleaner Now. Mr. Wu no longer has a laundry. Sad to say the business was a flop. He shouted with a hope as he chewed a bar of soap, then shut up the shutters of the shop. Said Mr. Wu, what should I do? And Mr. Wu's window cleaner now. The laundry, it didn't pay. Now there's no clean collars down Limehouse Way. When he goes out working, interest he arouses, polishing the windows with worn-out ladies' blouses. He wears a pair of Kamuniks, save his Sunday trousers. Mr. Wu's window cleaner now. Little Chinese wifey, each day is getting madder, tearing her silk stockings, her husband makes her sadder. All day long he wants to keep on running up the ladder. Mr. Wu's window cleaner now. Said hi and a ho-dee-ho, he got his eyesight tested. The most important matter, through a bathroom window, a lady he peeps at her. His eyesight's getting better, but his nose is getting flatter. Mr. Wu's window cleaner now. Said Mr. Wu, what should I do? And Mr. Wu's window cleaner now. The laundry, it didn't pay. Now there's no clean collars down Limehouse Way. Customers he's washed for, they are in bad humours. They feel quite neglected, and I've heard the rumours. Lots of girls on winter nights go out without their garters, 'cause Mr. Wu's window cleaner now. There you go. That's a story of Mr. Wu, who was a window cleaner. Hopefully see you next time. Hope you've enjoyed that one. And don't forget George Formby's catchphrase. Hee. Turned out nice again, hasn't it? Bye everyone. Bye Bob.
Oh, thanks, Ian. That was great. And thanks for telling us about the ukuleles and the banjolales and the difference. And that was great. Thank you very much. So, so hopefully we'll see Ian again, maybe next week. That'd be great. Thanks, Ian. Now, if you remember, Ian last week had no trousers on, did he? And then I hear that the trousers were mentioned in that song, Mr. Wu, which was a bit of a weird coincidence because there's a bit of a trousers theme going on here. My very next song has trousers in the title, as well as a boy's name. First one to get it gets a point. Did you do it in the accent as well? Well done. Yes, Donald, where's your trousers? Okie dokie. So here we go then. Continuing in the closed theme and the name theme. Dear. Here we go then. Donald, where's your trousers? Apologies to any Scottish viewers for my accent. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Oh, do you want the information on it, by the way? Andy Stewart. You were trying to think of that, weren't you? Who sang it originally? Yes, Andy Stewart. 1960. Wow. Okay. Here we go. I've just come down from the eye of the sky. I'm no very big gun, I'm awful shy. That's the shout when I go by. Donald, where's your trousers? Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I'll go. All the lassies say, hello, Donald, where's your trousers? A lassie took me to a ball, and it was slippery in the hall, and I was feared that I would fall, for I had nigh on my trousers. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I'll go. All the lassies say, hello, Donald, where's your trousers? Now I went down to London town and I had some fun on the underground. The ladies turned their heads around saying, Donald, where are your trousers? Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I'll go. All the lasses say, hello, Donald, where's your trousers? To wear the kilt is my delight. It is not wrong, I know it's right. The islanders would get a fright if they saw me in the trousers. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I'll go. All the lasses say, hello, Donald, where's your trousers? The lasses want me, everyone, well let them catch me if they can. You can't take the breeks of a Highland man, and I don't wear the trousers. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I'll go. All the lasses say, hello, Donald, where's your trousers? Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I'll go. All the lasses say, hello, Donald, where's your trousers? Oh, how'd you get on with that one? Did you try the accent as well? I hope so. Ah, dear me. Well done, Donald. Where's your trousers? Now, we haven't done any jokes, have we? I thought, beans we're doing a name theme, we ought to have a couple of name jokes. Eh? The old ones are the best. What do you call a man with a shovel on his head? Doug. What do you call a man with a rabbit up his jumper? Warren. Oh, what do you call a man without a shovel on his head? Douglas. Oh, we might have a few more of them. Guess what time it is now? Yes, we're having a little break from Black Sox, so we're doing Gilly Gilly again. Do you remember the title? Gilly, I'll have to read it myself off the paper. Gilly Gilly, Ossum Pfeffer, Katzenell and Borgen by the sea. We're going to put the subtitles up again. Well, Damien is. I don't know how to do that. Damien will do that. And they'll come up along the bottom here again, okay? Right from the first verse this time. I'm going to teach you the second verse too, okay? So when we get to that final line, just read it along the bottom. Are you ready? So first of all, you just repeat each line after me. There's a tiny house by a tiny stream where a lovely lass had a lovely dream, and her dream came true quite unexpectedly in. Oh, well done. That was unexpectedly better than last week. Congratulations. We'll move on to verse 2. So just repeat after me. She was out one day where the tulips grow, when a handsome lad stopped to say hello. And before she knew, he kissed her tenderly in. Oh, well done. Yes, that was good. Better than last time, but we'll keep practicing. And we'll perhaps try it again next week. Wow, do we have more guests? Yes, we have more guests. Now, our friend who joins us at Lyrics and Lunch, Fraser, he's done a few songs for us already on these virtual sessions, and he's done another one for us this week. And it's in the, well, I say it's in the category of boys' names. You'll have to make your own mind up about that one. So here he comes.
Hello everybody, it's Fraser here. Remember me from the Lyric and Lunch. I've missed you all. I really look forward to getting back with Bob and the other old fellow. What's his name? Don, yeah. And you know, doing some crazy stuff. So anyway, Bob's asked me to come and play a tune. I may not get it exactly right, but this is an old tune that my father's drummer used to play in a band, and I used to listen to it as a child. It's quite nice. I love you because you understand it. Every single thing I try to do, what the world may say about me. And they say lots. I know your love will always see me through. I love you for the way you never doubt me. But most of all, I love you 'cause you're you. I love you because my heart is lighter every time you're walking by my side. I love you because the future's brighter. The door to happiness you've opened wide. No matter what may be the style or the season, I know your heart will always be true. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. Yee-haw! Right, okay, I'll stay here, and I'm going to do A Boy Named Sue, I think, because I like that one, and here we go. Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves, yeah, that'll be all right. Yes. Bob's here. Hello, Bob. I need him. He's right over there.
We're social distancing.
Yeah, he's miles away. It's really good to be here, Bob. It's fantastic.
Lovely to have you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Here we go. This is a song by Johnny Cash, and I'm going to swear in it, so get ready. Off the cuff. Oh, it's out of tune. There we go. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. He didn't leave much to mar in me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him 'cause he run ahead, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got quite a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some guy would giggle and I get red. Some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. Roamed to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow between the moon and stars that I'd search those honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Music up. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just his town and my throat was dry, and I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. And an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table dealing stirs, except the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and grey and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and he cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking in a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I've fought tougher, man. but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss. He went for his gun and I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, it's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong. He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a boo that name you Sue." Well, I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. I called him my pa and he called me his son, and I came away with a different point of view. And I think about him every now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George or anything but Sue.
Thanks, Fraser. Wasn't that terrific? Thank you. Dear. Okie dokie. Well, more name jokes, I think. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head? Cliff. What do you call a man who keeps dipping his biscuits in his tea? Duncan. Duncan. Dear. And my personal favourite, what do you call a man who doesn't sink? Bob. It's a good little. Dear. Now, I've gone into this little section without even preparing the music. I forgot. Oh, hey, I'll tell you what it is. He says, in a minute, I'll come back to you. I'll get back to you. I've remembered it. I knew it was a good one, and it had good in the title as well. Oh, the surname good. First name, Johnny. Yes, Johnny Be Good, Chuck Berry. Oh, we're going even earlier, but further back in time. Yes, 1958. Can you believe it? Oh, Johnny Be Good. Now, Johnny, we could have done a whole lyrics and lunch session just on songs with John or Johnny in the title, but we're only having this one this week. Johnny Be Good. Here we go. Just get me starting note as usual. Usual catastrophe of the starting note. Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny Be Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny Be Good. He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack or sit beneath a tree by the railroad track. The engineer could see him sitting in the shade, strumming with the rhythm that the drivers made. The people passing by, they would stop and say, "Oh, but now that little country boy can play." Go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny Be Good. His mother told him someday you will be a man and you will be the leader of a big old band. Many people coming from miles around to hear you play the music when the sun goes down. Maybe someday your name will be in lights saying, "Johnny Be Good tonight." Go, 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 go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Johnny Be Good. Oh, that was a bit quick. Did you keep up with that? Had a little go at it, I hope. Wow, Johnny Be Good, Chuck Berry. Well, I think we'll just quieten things down now, and maybe it's almost time for our worship song this week. So I thought we'd do a little reading, very short, couple of things about names appropriately from the Bible. So I'll just fetch my Bible and I'll be back in a tick. Okay, I found my Bible. So it's two little readings, really, just two verses. One is from, and they concern names. So Proverbs 22, verse 1 says, "A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favour is better than silver or gold." And another one I like is from Isaiah 43, and that is also the first verse, which goes like this. "But now thus says the Lord, he who created you, O Jacob, he who formed you, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name, you are mine." So just in that one verse is it contains the quite powerful promise that God knows you, knows your name. Isn't that wonderful? Right, so we do this week's worship song, and it's got Jesus' name in it. We want to see Jesus lifted high. Here we go. We have done it, I think, a couple of times, so if you're familiar with it, then do please join in. If not, just have a listen to the words. Okay, and we'll sing this one again when we get back to normal, whatever the normal may be. Here we go then. We want to see Jesus lifted high. We want to see Jesus lifted high, a banner that flies across this land, that all men might see the truth and know he is the way to heaven. We want to see Jesus lifted high, a banner that flies across this land, that all men might see the truth and know he is the way to heaven. We want to see Jesus lifted high. We want to see Jesus lifted high. Step by step, we're moving forward, little by little, taking ground. Every prayer and powerful weapon, strongholds come tumbling down and down and down. We want to see Jesus lifted high, a banner that flies across this land, that all men might see the truth and know he is the way to heaven. We want to see Jesus lifted high, a banner that flies across this land, that all men might see the truth and know he is the way to heaven. We're gonna see Jesus lifted high. We're gonna see Jesus lifted high. Step by step, we're moving forward, little by little, taking ground. Every prayer and powerful weapon, strongholds come tumbling down and down and down. We want to see Jesus lifted high, a banner that flies across this land, that all men might see the truth and know he is the way to heaven. We want to see Jesus lifted. We want to see Jesus lifted high. Ah, that's lovely. We want to see Jesus lifted high. Okay, so it's time for the Lord's Prayer now. I'm going to invite Leslie in to join us for the Lord's Prayer. If that's okay, Leslie. Thank you. So let us pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Les.
You're welcome.
Well, our next song carries on the Bible theme, really. It's another character from the Bible, Benjamin. Yes, it's from Andrew Lloyd Webber's Joseph show. And this one is just after Benjamin has been accused of stealing a golden goblet. When sort of Joseph sort of accuses him of that. And then the brothers kick in to say, no, Benjamin's innocent. And it's called the Benjamin Calypso. Okay. So have a little, if you know it, well, you'll know it. You're sure to know it. If you've seen the show, you'll know it. Here we go then with Benjamin Calypso. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Save him, take me. Benjamin is straighter than the tall palm tree. I hear the steel drums sing their song. They're singing, man, you know you got it wrong. I hear the voice of the yellow bird singing in the tree. This is quite absurd. Oh yes, it's true. Benjamin is straighter than the big bamboo. No ifs, no buts. Benjamin is honest as coconut. Sure as the tide was the golden sand, Benjamin is an innocent man. Sure as bananas need the sun, we are the criminal guilty ones. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Save him, take me. Benjamin is straighter than the palm tree. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Save him, take me. Benjamin is straighter than the tall palm tree. Sure as the tide was the golden sand, Benjamin is an innocent man. Sure as bananas need the sun, we are the criminal guilty ones. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Save him, take me. Benjamin is straighter than the palm tree. La 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 la. La 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 la. How did you get on? It's a lovely song, isn't it? I hope you joined in with that one. Wow. Well, we're almost to the end of our lyrics and lunch. We've got one more song to go, and we're ending up with a little bit of fun. Another fun song, actually. It is, if I can find it, it's got the name Fred in it. Have a think while I get the music. Can you? Yes, Right Said Fred. Bernard, not the group, the song. Bernard Cribbins. Do you remember it? Don't mix it up with the one about digging a hole. That's a different song. I know you just thought of that as well. Right Said Fred. This is a tricky one to finish on, but I'll give it my best shot. Yeah, Right Said Fred. This is also a bit of a Cockney accent, or estuary English, I think is the correct term for it. Now it says vamp intro to this. That means like busking it a bit. That's it. Right Said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it, we weren't getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. Right Said Fred, give a shout at Charlie, up comes Charlie from the floor below. After straining, heaving and complaining, we weren't getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. Charlie had a think and he thought we ought to take up all of the handles, and the things were held the candles, but it did no good. Well, I never thought it would. All right, said Fred, have to take the feet off, to get them feet off wouldn't take a mo. Took the feet off, even took the seat off. Should have got us somewhere, but no. That's a hard one. No. So Fred said, let's have another cup of tea. And we said, righto. Right, said Fred, have to take the door off. Need more space, the shift so-and-so. Had bad twinges, taken off the hinges, and it got us nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. Right, said Fred, have to take the wall down, that there wall, it's gonna have to go. Took the wall down, even with it all down, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. Charlie shook his head and he said, look Fred, I got a sort of feeling, if we remove the ceiling, with a rope or two we could drop the lighter through. Alright, said Fred, climbing up the ladder with his crowbar, gave a mighty blow. Was he in trouble? Half a ton of rubble landed on the top of his dome. So Charlie and me had another cup of tea and then we went home. I said to Charlie, we'll just have to leave it on the landing, that's all. You see, the trouble with Fred is, he'll never get anywhere, it's too hasty. I'll have a practice of that one, see if I can get it right for when we get back. Okay, well, I can't believe the time. We've nearly come to the end of another session, so we'll finish off with We've All Been Together and Had a Good Sing. Are you ready? And remember, point to me first and then point to yourselves. We've all been together, together, together. We've all been together and had a good sing with you and me and everyone who was watching. We've all been together and had a good sing. Well done. Well, thanks for joining in, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. I wonder if you can guess what next week's theme is going to be. It's not rocket science. See you next week. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye for now. Bye.